Hi Poops, today I want to talk about something which I've been meaning to make for a while. I'm a little bit ill, so excuse me if I come across as really like I'm on drugs or something. I am not on drugs. I do not promote drug use. Today I want to talk about my experience with Lush. This isn't a video to bash Lush. This isn't a video for me to offend every avid fan of Lush. I don't have anything against them. I just wanted to share this experience because I wanted to possibly stop it from happening to anyone watching this video. I got given my first Lush products by Kyle, my boyfriend, and it was Christmas. I really enjoyed them. I liked the stuff that they did. I liked what he picked out for me. Annoyingly, I can't specifically say what the products were that he gave me, but I do know that a few problems came about from a product which looked like this, but I don't actually know what they're called. But if any of you are huge fans, you would probably know, and you can let me know in the comments what it was called, what you might guess it was called. That would be very appreciated. But I found these photos from Instagram. I believe some people like using half a bath bomb, maybe even a quarter if you're trying to save your money. You don't have to use the whole entire bath bomb, but I do believe I use quite a lot for me. Usually I like saving them, but that was only because I never really got told that you shouldn't do that. I believe there's no instructions to say you can't put the entire bath bomb in. And then it wasn't until I saw how red it got, I was kind of like, is this right? Should I be bathing in this? However, I did go in and have quite a long bath, not a short bath, but not a super long bath, and I had my whole body underneath the water because I put my baths quite high up. So that's all good and gravy, and then life was good and fine and fabulous. And then it wasn't until about 2 days later I was in bed and I started getting like itchy legs. It would always be in the same place, so it was like side of the top of my thighs. That makes no sense. So like here and then like here, and it was just like, oh, maybe, I don't know, I got bitten or something, and I've been sitting in grass. But then I actually started waking myself up through me itching my skin, wake up to myself actually doing it, and that's usually a big sign to say, hey, you got a problem, because this is actually stopping you from sleeping. And then it wasn't just the legs, it started being other places like my stomach, on the sides of my stomach as well, and I'd be constantly itching it, and then just scratching it would just make it even more itchy. So I'd be like, I need to because it feels so good. And then I would have a shower. It doesn't matter if the shower was hot or if it was cold, and I would come out and I would just have spots all over my back, down my legs, and they would be itchy, and then my back would start itching, and it was just really painful, and it was hell because I was just itching all the damn time. And I had to trace my steps because I was like, where has this come from? I had to think about everything that I'd done. My mum was like, I haven't changed any of your washing powder. And then I looked at my Instagram because that's usually how I can think back when I look at old photos. I'm a very visual person. And then I kind of thought, I did have a bath bomb a couple days ago. I knew that things like this, if it was an allergic reaction, it will eventually come off out the body. It will come out your system. So I waited a few days, but no, it was still itchy. Sometimes it was getting worse. Sometimes it felt like it was going and then it was getting worse. And I was like, it could be that bath bomb, because if it was and I was in that bath for a certain amount of time, stuff that wasn't reacting well to my body would be soaking into my body, and it takes a while to actually come out. It's not just like a bite and you have it itchy for a couple of days and then it heals over. This is my whole body that I was exposing to this stuff that wasn't going to react well. So I did a bit of Googling research, and I did find out that a few people have had some allergic reactions, but it wasn't like a big thing. I was hoping that I'd Google it and it would be a very common thing, because that would make me feel a little bit better at the situation. Maybe I could find out from those people that have already had it happen to them how to get rid of it, and I didn't really find much. And I had to contact Lush, and they did contact me back saying, we are sorry, and days went on. I think it got to like almost 2 weeks and it was still like it. The more I think about it now, the more obvious it seems, but at the time when something is so annoying and bad, you kind of think it can't be that, because that was just a little bath bomb. That can't affect me the way it has now, because I'm a huge hypochondriac. I think, oh my god, I have rashes, they're itchy, oh my god, this could be anything. And if any of you know me, that is the way I think. I'm just so dramatic and scared about life. So that was the first thing that came to me. And then a holiday came up. I was about to go to Greece with Kyle. I was like, I'm gonna be abroad for a week, and I know it doesn't sound like much, you're only in Greece, I mean, Jesus Christ, you're not going to Africa or anything, but it made me feel a little bit worried, because I was like, what if this gets worse on a holiday? I don't know, anything could happen. It could be an allergic reaction that I don't realise that I'm still exposing myself to, and I need like medical service or something. That wasn't my mind, but I thought, come on now, exposure to the sun might help it, being in water might help it, this could be a good thing. I got up the day for Greece, had a shower, came out of the shower, my body was the worst I'd seen it. There was just red everywhere, like little raised and some big raised bumps that were just itchy as heck. So all of a sudden I was like, this might not be what I think. I need to go to the doctor's right now. I ran to the phone and I picked up it and I said, doctor, help me. We have a fantastic NHS service in this country, and that means that you can go to the doctor free of charge, you can get checkups free of charge, and they are amazing. Fortunately, this day they were like, yes, come in the next 2 hours, can you do that? And I was like, yeah. That is quite rare for the NHS because sometimes they might get you to wait like a day, they might tell you to call tomorrow because they're too busy. I was just lucky that I could have done it there and then, so I was like, oh my god, I can do that, I'll get changed and go. And so I did, and then he kind of went over what I had already gone over in my head anyway, what if you use that's different. And then I didn't purposely tell him that I had this bath bomb because in my mind I thought if I was going to tell him that I had a bath bomb, he would instantly be like, it's that, and then he wouldn't help me any longer. So I kind of thought if I tell him there is nothing that I have changed, maybe he could take this more seriously than I actually think it is, because that's the way Ellie works, guys. So he gave me some cream and he gave me some tablets, things that I had to pay for, prescriptions I had to pay for. And the cream is what you just put on the lumps when they come up, and the tablets is obviously what you consume once a day, I think it was. So that day I took my first tablet and off I was to Greece, and then Kyle would put on all the cream. This is our romantic holiday away in Greece, and there was Kyle carefully placing this cream over all my bumps. So romantic, but it helped, and they eventually went. I do actually think being in the hot temperature kind of helped my body because you sweat a lot when you're abroad and you're not used to that hot weather, and I feel like that might have helped to get out of my system a lot. It went, and I'm not bashing Lush for this, but I feel like if you're a new user to Lush or you don't know that you have sensitive skin, because I used to when I was little, but I felt like that went as I got older, apparently not. Do make sure you ease yourself into new products because you don't really know the outcome of just going full frontal into something which you don't know. And maybe if you're experiencing this right now, I also did it, and I feel like that could have been the reason if you think it is the reason. And maybe just not panic, because at the time when I had it I was like panicking the shit out because no one else had been through it or done it. So that's what I feel like this video is gonna help. There isn't anything of this outcome to say like, oh, don't use Lush or everyone complain to Lush. I know that they are very careful with the ingredients they use. I mean, it's also animal cruelty free, but I've seen some freaking shocking colours come out of Lush bath bombs and just other products, and it kind of does make me think how that can affect some people's skin. But let me know if you've ever had a bad experience yourself. Maybe we can talk about it in the comment section below. I like making videos like this, talking about experiences and stuff. It's very interesting to me. Maybe some of you might work at Lush. I know some of my audience do actually. Let me know your own input on this situation. Thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you so much, and choose happiness, because happiness will choose you. Bye! You can push to say at least 5 things you like about yourself. I don't care if you're freaking Cheryl Cole or you could be Winnie the Pooh. Everyone has features of themselves that they like. You've just kind of got to stop before the second thoughts start coming in and everything starts overtaking you. But if you see past that and start becoming a more body confident person, the people you are surrounding yourself in will see that themselves and encourage themselves to be a more confident person.